Hey guys, you're here with Chris and Goran, the Pick Dawgz from Pick Dawgz. Thank you for joining us here. And Chris, South Korea versus Ghana. That's Group H, Round 2, a game on Monday. We tried to talk about this game before we started recording this video. Neither of us had any idea what to think about this game, what to think about these teams. But um, I don't know, maybe South Korea is slightly better than Ghana right now.
Potentially. I mean, it looks that way if you just look at the table and don't look at how the first set of games went,
And who
because I
they
think
play
Ghana,
against, right?
and who they played exactly and who they played against. Um, I would say there's at least some optimism from Ghana that you could break down Portugal and score a couple goals in that game. Um, the pessimism says, well, you still gave up three and you still took the loss. But then again, you look at South Korea, that was just a snooze fest against Uruguay, and I don't know what to make of the South Korean team because it almost just feels like it's still, no disrespect to the South Korean FA, but it just still feels like it's a one man team for South Korea going through Hoon Song, and I think this is how I see this game playing out. I see Ghana going out on the front, attacking on the front foot because they can ill afford to not pick up 3 points here, or at least 1 point to give themselves a shot to at least try to sneak into second in the group. But I think doing so, yes, they'll find the back of the net. But I also expect that to leave Ghana open for the counter. And I think Son will finally break through, or he'll create a play, to help his team find the back of the net, almost a la Luka Modric for Croatia. Who just it almost seems like he's the linchpin for any sort of move and any sort of attack and any build up to a goal. So I think that's how that's going to play out. I like both teams to score in this game, and that's probably where I'm going to be in this one.
Yeah, you know what? South Korea hasn't shown much offense against Uruguay in that first game. The defense, I would say, is still fairly untested because they haven't needed much defense against Uruguay as well. Ghana, on the other hand, offensively, they were dangerous in that game against Portugal. Like you said, they scored a couple of goals. They never gave up, and they almost even got an equalizer at the end of the game. So offensively, I think Ghana has showed a lot more in this tournament so far than South Korea has. But then again, the, their defense is very inconsistent, and I think, like you said, Son, who is South Korea's best player, might take advantage of that. He's definitely good enough to create a chance to himself and to score a goal, and that's something that I don't know, it might happen here. Uh, I don't. I'm honestly struggling a lot here. What to go with? You have both teams to score. I think that's something that could easily happen, even in the first half alone. But I'm gonna go with the first half draw plus 100. I'm thinking that South Korea might be a bit more careful here than Ghana is, and maybe pace themselves and I don't know, save strength or whatever, stamina for the second half, and that's when I think they'll pounce. But I just don't know, to be honest. I'm thinking the game starts slowly. It's gonna take a while for them to build up, as pretty much 90% of the games of this tournament have started slowly and were draws at halftime. We barely seen any goals in the first half in most of the games, so maybe this one will be too like that. So I'll go with the first half draw at even money.
I mean, it's definitely on the table given how South Korea looked in the opener, and I think Ghana. Like I said, I could easily see, like you mentioned, I think both teams to score could hit in the first half. I could easily see 1-1 at the half. Um, So yeah, I don't that both teams to score was the only way I could really go in this game. That was just kind of what I was stuck on, so I'm going to stick with it here.
Yeah. Well, there you have it, guys. These were the free picks in South Korea versus Ghana game on Monday. Of course, check out the rest of the free picks up on the Pick Dawgz YouTube channel, guys. There's a lot of them, and there's a lot more to come. So subscribe, hit that like button, and we'll see you soon with more free picks.